What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? TGIF, happy Friday. We're trying to make this a quick video so we can get out of here and enjoy our weekend. And Bitcoin is making us pretty happy right now. Bitcoin is at $47,000. We're going to take a look at the chart again. We're going to take a look at some areas that could be areas of resistance and how high it could possibly go in the relative short term. I know I talked about this yesterday, but we have a little bit more data now. All right. And we're also going to take a look at total 3 because total 3 is looking very nice. And we're going to do a quick run through of as many altcoin charts as we possibly can to see what are in some good zones, what are moving, what are lagging, what coins are moving and what coins are lagging. And so without further ado, let's do this. Bitcoin on the daily. Look at this. Really, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days in a row. Right, and cleared right through this area. We're getting some rejection here at 47,389. Okay, for now, which is interesting. This area right here, because the last time we were here was around the 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th of January. Right, where we got up above this line and we couldn't keep it. All right, we couldn't keep this ascending line, just like we couldn't do it at the beginning of December. But this time, beginning of December, we couldn't keep it, and we kind of stayed right around, hugging it fairly close in this little range. This time around, we dropped a good amount. All right, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in these next few days. Of course, we're up against the weekend, so that's we got to take what happens with the weekend with a grain of salt. But it'd be interesting to see what happens from Monday to see if we continue up. All right, Monday would be right here. Do we continue up or do we get rejected again like we did here and then drop again, which would bring us back down to around 44,754. I would think that that's what it would test to see if we're at support now, and if we hold, that will be interesting. That's going to be interesting to see. Or do we just break on through this even during the weekend and into Monday? We have some momentum and we try to crack 50,000, which is right here, this blue line, and of course this ascending line right here, which we haven't been able to keep. So interesting, but things look pretty good. I gotta say, I'm very happy with this. Bitcoin is starting to move. We'll see if now we are gonna start playing around in this range between 50 and 44,000, and the next step up, which is the step up here. And it'll be interesting to see if we stay above this midpoint right here of this range or not the range of this what is it called? Zone, area, channel. Okay, do we stay above or below it? But right now we're fighting it to see if we can break on through. Right, so hopefully we do kind of play around here and then kind of go up. It's nice. I like to see it kind of go like a slow grind, like I've mentioned, a slow grind up, right, as opposed to just huge pumps, because those huge pumps are followed by huge dumps. So this is cool. I like this. Bitcoin is showing strength, interest in ETFs. Part of this also is a lot of shorts got liquidated. I think like 100 and something million, 122 million when I was just reading. Got liquidated. Some longs did too, so that's good. They cleared the board. The market makers did, and now we'll see what happens. How people position themselves. If people continue to short this, then I could see us going up. If people start going long, then I could see it. I could see the market makers bringing it down. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so that's cool. So that's Bitcoin. And take a look at total 3. All right, total 3 looking like so far 3 days in a row that it's broken out of this triangle that we were in, and that to me is very bullish for the altcoin markets, because total 3 is basically the altcoin markets excluding it's a total market cap of crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, essentially the altcoin markets. Okay, so these 3 days are showing a lot of strength, and I like that. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this chart looks. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe we do just kind of play out around here and slowly grind up, and that's gonna be really good for you. If you got altcoins, if you got low cap, that's gonna be good for your portfolio. This is what we want to see, and I like that we broke up out of this triangle. That's very bullish for the altcoin market. All right, so that's interesting. Could we have a little mini alt season, or could we see the alts start catching up to Bitcoin? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Oh, look at that, huh? Wow. Came right back up here. We were down here and then just boom, 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 boom. That's how quickly things happen in these markets, guys. All right. So that's cool. It's good to see. Good to see. We haven't really see something. This will be interesting to see what happens here. And Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all boats. So even if we're not in Bitcoin, we should be rooting for it. We'll see what this is all about right here. All right, maybe we are going to come up here and see if we can break on through. I don't envision Bitcoin dominance going too much higher, guys. We're in different times. There's a lot of cryptos in the market. How many cryptos? 2.2 million, if this is to believe in coin market cap. That's a lot of cryptos, guys. Okay, a lot of money that used to just go into Bitcoin, right? Now goes into other altcoins. So I don't know. Can we go up to 60%? Yeah, it's possible, but we'll see. First, we got to break through this little mini area of resistance right here at 53.8%, more or less. All right, but things are looking good. Total 3 again looks nice. Now let's take a look at the run through some of the altcoins here. Trias, and this triangle. When is it going to break out? Interesting that it's just been hugging the top part of it, and since we dropped here, right, just tested it once, boom, we've been up here, and then we've just been hugging it. So that's interesting. Do we drop back down? I don't know. The way things are looking, the way the total 3 and crypto market's looking, I think my bias would be towards the upside, a breakout, and it's going to resume its pump upwards. I think Trias is going to be probably one of the better performers in this market. Okay, Veracity I think also looks pretty good now. A couple of times testing this ascending line right here, right? That it's tested before. Last time I tested it, aside from this time or this area, was around September 23. Boom. All right, and it's cool that it's good that we see this move right here. Veracity's still dealing with a community upset about the market tokens and everything. And I think it's just a bunch of just fun, just stupidity. The whole issue with Veracity is going to get fixed by the team. Believe that, and this is going to be proved to be, in my opinion, a good buying opportunity right now, 0.0056. Short term, I would say we could probably hit a penny. Got to break through all these areas of resistance, but I think it's done that before, no problem. So if this market starts turning bullish and the altcoins start moving, I think Veracity will also start moving. So looks pretty good. Relio, once it gets out of this pattern, I mean, it broke out of this pattern, right? And once we move out of this kind of area right here, sideways consolidation, which it looks like it might want to. Obviously, it's gonna. If the rest of the market moves, Relio's gonna move too. Next target up for me would be $1, then $1.52, and then after that, $5, at least $5.60. Watts Pay, I like this. A nice few green days. Watts Pay, same type of thing. And community's somewhat upset about some delays as far as the Watts Pay chain and everything, but the community is actually a little bit better than the toxic community that the Veracity is, for example. So this is good to see. And this is a bullish pattern, right? Are we going to go up to maybe the top of this flag after being kind of down here, losing it, and now being back in this channel right here, this flag channel? Once we break through this 0.026 cents area, I think, yeah, next target would probably be testing 3 cents to see if we're going to break through and keep going up. Bullish on this. Watts Pay, good project. FabWelt, interesting. I think this is a good. I think FabWelt is actually a good project. So buying it right here. Eventually I think it's going to get back up here to this area at the 0.01513 area. Right now we're just under a penny, so under a penny, great buying up for FabWelt. Nakamoto Games, I talked about it yesterday, and it looks like it's trying to break through this area. Yesterday was a red day, maybe just kind of a retest. We didn't really retest touch it, but we did have a red day and it got bought up. So now we're just fighting this area to see if we can break on through to $1.66. I'd be placing bets right here. Because if it breaks on through, it's gonna move. It's been a while since it moved, so it's gonna move. And this thing has moved basically all of 2023. And this sideways consolidation has been a blessing if you wanted to get into this project. All right, so let's see what else. Tectum looks interesting too. It's just coiling. And look at that tight range right there. right? Look at that, very, very tight, coiling up. I think this next move is going to be something like this. Yeah, boom, 63 bucks. Just a guess. I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna blow past this area 44, so into the 50s, maybe into the 60s, because it's just coiling up, guys. It's just ready to just boom with once the rest of the market. KAGI, similar, and I think this one is somewhat coiling, but just moving up. I think this one is gonna eventually move up strong too. Everything really. Carrot, haven't looked at it in a while. This would actually be a pretty good buy. It's been holding to this area pretty well, and this is the lower part of this channel that it's in, right? So buying here might not be the worst thing in the world, because I think, you know, from here I can expect a bounce back up here, and eventually, although we did have some fake outs, eventually we will break through this and keep going upwards, depending on what the rest of the market does. No, let's look at compete. I also saw a compete that's below this line. Are we gonna drop back down here? Basically, are we gonna drop back down here? Maybe. I'd be nibbling. It's hard to nibble on Ethereum. That's the only thing. But this project is really good. People really love this game. The project, and the games that they have too. They're really into it, and it does look pretty good. It's tough to nibble, but I'd maybe be a little bit more patient to see if it drops a little bit, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe now that the market is looking like it's turning around, maybe we don't come down here all the way. But interesting. I'd be nibbling. This is a pretty good buy zone. Eventually, it's going to turn back around and start moving back up. Right? Compete. Sinverse. Yeah, look at that. Nice green candle today. Trying to get back up to the upside, to the up part of this. We haven't tested it in quite a while. Last time we touched it, December 11th. Since then, we haven't gone near it. We've been to the bottom side of this, kind of creating the rounded part of an inverse shoulder. Right, and now maybe we're turning. Maybe going to be testing this area right here, 0.008, 0.0086, and hopefully testing the one penny mark in the not too distant future. Which I think if it does, you know, maybe we hang out and then we start just grinding it back up. We want to get back up to a 0.016 and break through this area, because after we break through that area, I think that would to me indicate the inverse head and shoulders is what it is, and we've broken through it, and that would to me indicate that we're going to go to at least 11 cents. So right now at 0.008 on a good project, not bad at all. Sinverse. Citus, don't talk too much about it. It's actually at a good buy zone. From where I bought it, it's pretty close. It's only 21% above where I bought it, so a pretty good buy zone. Eventually this thing is also going to move strongly towards the upside. Bullish pattern right here. It's just after this big moves, guys, you know, it's got to consolidate a little bit and catch strength before the next big leg up. Where do I have this thing going if it reaches up here? This. Whoa. Around 8 cents. Right now it's at half a penny. All right, so pretty cool. Let's see what else did I want to show. Let's take a look at some. Take a look at Leo X. Let's take a look at some real world asset plays. Leo X, Galileo Network, just above my average buy price. It looks like it is kind of curving over a little bit, but it's staying strong. I thought it was going to curve a little bit more, and we were going to drop a little bit more, but it hasn't. It stayed relatively strong right here. All right, so maybe, you know, if we could catch these wicks and just keep buying. I don't expect it to drop too much from where it is, to be honest with you. The lowest it's dropped during this time period since the 18th of January, a couple times, at 59 cents. It's at 69 cents right now. All right, so nibbling, and maybe catch 59, 60 cents would be awesome. Eventually, this thing is going to go the other way and move up. All right, Galileo Network, Leo X. I see it on a lot of lists. Block Square token, BST, kind of lost this, huh? But we can see today that after it lost this, it has a nice green candle up, and that's actually at a good buy zone at 29 cents. Big green candle broke right through. So let's see if we're finally through this little. Do something like this, just descending, and now it broke through, and it broke through pretty strong. Let's see what happens. Again, we got right now the bias is towards the upside, guys. All right, that was BST. BST, block square token. All right, real world asset play. Stobox, after this nice drop, let's see, 7 cents, 7 cents right now, guys. Good buying zone. It doesn't seem like it wants to drop down here, but we'll see what happens. Eventually, this thing is going to turn around and start moving up, and people are going to regret not getting into this project. UBXS, just grinding, playing around in and around this ascending line right here. We're below it right now, so it's actually at a pretty good buy zone. And I keep seeing UBXS in more and more lists. I think they're gonna do I think they're gonna buy a property in Istanbul or something, or they're gonna tokenize a property over there in Turkey, which they have strong ties to. So this is pretty interesting right here. I could see this thing start pumping from around these areas. Boom. Coming up to this area. 6 cents. Looks pretty good. Credify. I like Credify. And so far we're holding this ascending line right here. So far we're holding it. This could be a bounce zone from here. Eventually, once we break through this, break through to the other side, I can see us clearly getting to a penny again, 0.013 again, and we're at 0.006. Good project, great project. I like it, and it's a good area right here. Eventually, this thing's going to turn around once the rest of the market starts moving hard. And as we saw in Total 3, the rest of the market, altcoins look like they might want to move up. So get your buys in. Prop base, holding strong. This project looks pretty good. Another real world asset play. I'd be nibbling it here at 0.02. My average buy is below, so I mean maybe I'd wait to see if it could get lower. But I mean, it's one of those things where like you're waiting for Bitcoin to get to like 13,000 and it never gets there, right? Or 20 grand or whatever, and it never gets there. Same type of thing for me here, but that's okay. I'm well positioned, and if it doesn't drop, then I'm okay. If you're not positioned at all, then I would be like, okay, yeah, at these levels, definitely. Okay, that's kind of the difference. GHX, I see this thing more and more. Look how strong this thing looks right now. I mean, I would just get in right now because it's still, I mean, the market cap is at like, I don't know, somewhere under 30,000, I believe. Okay, this is my average buy price. I'm up over 100% right now. Oh, just slightly under 100%. Good buy zone. If I had more capital, a good chunk of capital, more, this would be one of the ones that I would actually probably double what I have in it now. Looks like a good project. I think it meets artificial intelligence, DePIN, which is another narrative, and I forget what gaming. So it hits like 3 pretty interesting narratives, pretty good narrative, 2 very strong ones, and DePIN might be proved to be a strong narrative or a decent sub narrative. Gamercoin, GHX, definitely worth a look and been very strong lately. When others have been moving sideways, this one has been moving up. Or another way to play it is eventually wait for it to have its consolidation, maybe when other ones are moving up, and maybe it consolidates when everything is moving up, and that's when maybe you could buy. Good project. Soonburst, very bullish on this project. Super low cap, and it's below my average buy. This is actually a great buying opportunity for Soonburst. Gaming play. All right, we're retesting this basically. This I have to probably redraw it to see how it looks like now. But this area, do we hold this area where it's at 0.011 as support? The way the market's looking, I would say yes. All right, and Aventus, haven't talked about this one in a little while. Aventus Metaverse, I have a little chunk of change in here, and it looks like we're holding this area pretty well for now, which is pretty good. If I had some more capital, I would buy a little bit more right here. This is a university play, basically, online university that's in the metaverse. Okay, so pretty interesting, very small cap, could be very risky, but something tells. I feel good things about this. I feel good things about Aventus Metaverse. Buy it on MEXC. All right, so things look pretty good, guys. Things look pretty good. We looked through a lot of charts. Still some good buy zones, still some good buy areas, and it looks like if Total 3 is to be believed, the altcoins are going to have a pump soon. If Bitcoin continues to pump, all the market is going to be happy, and we as investors are going to be extremely happy. So, hey guys, enjoy your weekend, okay? Keep watching those markets. Things are looking good, and get your buys in before the Bitcoin halving, okay? Because after that Bitcoin halving, that's when things start getting really good and things start moving up and up and up and up and up and up. So you want to be positioned before that. All right, guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. It helps the algorithms put me in front of more people, and I want to grow this channel. All right, have a great weekend. See you guys Monday. Peace.